short story fiction writer, and the cracked screen evolved from that. It was meant to end after the first 2 chapters, I think, but here we are, 20,000 words later. It's romantic fiction, and most of the things I write are influenced by what I hear, what I read, and what I see. The format of the cracked screen is fashioned after Chuma Nwokolo's The Extinction of Menai, his novel that I was reading at the time. So I write because I have stories to tell, mostly short stories. The cracked screen was one of many, and then it became the novel it currently is because it took a life of its own. Once Jennifer, one of the characters in the book, and I decided to extend it. I wrote it for anyone who likes to read about women overcoming life's obstacles, anyone who likes to read women succeeding, and with the support of fellow women cheering them on. If someone doesn't want to rock the boat, whether it's in her personal or professional life, unless of course when she's pushed to the edge. She also likes to fly under the radar and quietly achieve her life's goal. However, she loves life and believes it should be spent with loved ones, be they family or friends. I would say motivation for a sore hair would be her perspective on what family life should look like and how it needs to be complete with a male presence or a male figure. She wanted a companion, yes, and by extension, a father figure, father model, or father influence in her son's life. Initially, that was it. Until she started dating and her views changed. She realized that she didn't need to live by society's standards anymore. Instead, by her own convictions about what she thought was right. Immediately I would say removing the log in your eye before taking out the speck in someone else's. But I think it's more about discovering yourself, especially after a major life event or trauma, like the loss of someone, the breakdown of a marriage, life-changing events. I'd say discover yourself before searching for a companion to continue life with. Female friendships in particular. I would say that the bonds of friendship made in youth and innocence can be like steel. They are difficult to break, and they are the friends that would stick with you through thick and thin. But when it comes to female friendship, there's drama, there's pettiness, there's revenge. And I don't think a trio, Jennifer and Alero are exempt from it. They have their good times and their bad times, and I think that's what makes friendships what it is. It's not always smooth sailing. Other issues, personal issues can come into play. So that's what I think is the difference between male and female friendships. The female friendships most often than not have drama, have issues, but the male, I think they are more easygoing. They are more, let's forget about the past and forge ahead with the foundation we build. That's what I believe. I stand corrected. But it doesn't mean that female friendships should not be encouraged. I have been on the receiving end of very good female friendships. I have been part of a duo, a trio, even a quartet. And female friendships have served me, and they continue to serve me. The cracked screen started as a short story. I just wanted Esoye to fix herself before getting involved with anyone else romantically. I wanted her to realize that she was a complete whole on her own and not half of any relationship she would engage in the future. Everything changed when the plot extended. It moved from fixing herself to dealing with her past, decisively dealing with her past, and coming to terms with what she wanted her future to look like, what she envisioned, and how she was going to achieve that future. I usually don't write with themes or morals in mind. I write to entertain. I write to show different interactions among human beings and how they can be misinterpreted, they can be serious, they can be frivolous, they can be misguided. I also write to solve a problem. Someone wants to get this. Here is how the person is trying to get it, and here are the obstacles, both human and supernatural, that getting in the way of the person getting what they want. Do they get it at the end, or don't they? How do they get it? If in the course of my work a theme or several themes emerge, then that's a bonus for me and for the reader. Oh, there were several moments. Yes, several moments in my writing that surprised me. One I recall vividly is when I discovered that the cracked screen represented something more than just the phrase "the cracked screen." It meant something, went beyond just the phrase "the cracked screen." I remember I stopped writing at that moment to just let it, to sit in that moment, to let the realization sink in. Like, oh, wow, that just happened. It was also the beginning of many unexpected twists when the characters and the ideas took a life of their own. Most of the characters, Esohe, Eddie, Jennifer, Alero, Ifeanyi, they all led me down several unexpected rabbit holes while I was writing about them, and yes, I gladly followed their lead. For this story, no, I did not build any character after myself. I've done it in previous stories, not for this one. But most of the characters and names in the cracked screen are fashioned after family and friends of mine. Eddie Williams, without a doubt. I would like to meet him in real life, have lunch with him, and pick his brain on his approach to everything, his life choices, his love choices, his career. Because he comes across to me as larger than life. He brought his personality, his urgency, and his zest for life that was infectious, and kind of rubbed off on a soil. So I'd like to sit with that one character. I don't have one question for my readers. I have several. Should I have written this story at all? Who's your favorite character in the book? And was the story relatable as a whole, or in bits and pieces did you see yourself or a family friend or a family or a friend in this story?